Hello and you're playing Farming Simulator 22 and welcome back to the last and final episode here on the upper Mississippi River Valley. I'm gonna be kind of sad to see this map go here. I've had a lot of fun on this map. Hope you folks have had a lot of fun watching the videos on this map here as well. Between episodes, Evan did another live stream here last night on the map, so I hope you folks are enjoying the live streams too, by the way. Did another live stream there last night. We finished up the harvest here on field 41, so that is complete. All our harvesting is done here at this point, unless I missed something here, which is certainly possible, I suppose. But we are finally done. I mean, wow. Well, I suppose, if we had a level of OCD, we could go back and get that narrow strip there, but that's not going to happen. So anyway, all the crops, I believe, have been transported here as well. Combines should all be empty unless I missed something here. Grain carts are empty. So yeah, we'll go check how much money we made here. Again, I'm not going to take the time to go sell the crops, everyone. For one thing, like if we sell them now, everyone, we're not going to get the best price for them. So like if we're going to sell our crops, everyone, ideally we're going to like wait a couple of months, like July for soybeans, stuff like that, right? I think there's some stuff that sold a little bit later as well, not just the soybeans. So, yeah, if we're going to do that, I'm going to have to skip a lot of time. Again, I could, like, sell the corn and stuff, I suppose. Actually, speaking of the corn, by the way, that reminds me, I don't think I've transported all the corn yet, have I? I don't think we actually have. Although, I could be wrong. I think it does show it, as long as it's dry, everyone. Check our, okay. Wow, this thing is still drying corn yet? What is taking so long over here? There's really not that much. My goodness. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe while we're recording here this episode, let's get some trucks on that job here. Actually, I might have some trucks already. Let's go check here. Are the trucks still over here yet? Checking the map. And we'll, again, being the last and final episode of it, we're going to go through all our equipment here in a few moments. But, I got 2 trucks here. Where are the rest of my trucks at, I wonder? That's a good question. I am not sure. Well, anyway, maybe we'll find them a little later this episode here. So, yeah, again, we're just wrapping up the map here this episode. Like I said, we'll get a little corn transported here, see once we can figure out, like, the total amount of money we made here. Kind of curious. Again, we're not going to take the time to sell it, but at least we'll have a rough dollar amount. We're currently sitting on $6 million, Kevin, so it's not like we're hurting for money here. Okay, so we're going to do dry corn. We're going to pick that up at the Century Farm grain dryer here. Good, you're going to the right spot. Grab the other truck here as well. We get who set up to do the same thing as well. Century Farm grain dryer. And a reminder again, maybe if you've not played on this map here before, everyone, the map is available in the download link down below in the description here of this video. So if you'd like to check it out, download link down below. And along with that, speaking of the auto drive we're using here at the moment, there is an auto drive network available for this map as well. You can find that down below in the link of this video as well. Down below in the description for a link in this video as well. So, like I said, that's all down below. If you'd like to check that out. Again, if you're using auto drive, I would highly recommend just start off with a already pre-built network there. Again, as you folks have seen, I've had some troubles with this network here. It's probably not necessarily completely designed the way I would do it. Though that being said, everyone, this map's maybe not the most AI friendly either in certain spots, like the road we're on now at the moment. Everyone, the creator here of the auto drive network made it a single line that is bi-directional. And again, just my personal preference. I never use bi-directional lines if I can help it. And the reason for that is now auto drive is going the same direction. Well, going both directions on the same line, which, well, I think you folks can figure that out. Oh, you know what? I think I see some soybeans here. So I have not transported all the soybeans here yet, have I? I thought I unloaded this truck. No, I have not. Well, not that many, but we'll get these transported here in a minute. Trying to get them all down to the silo here. The railroad silo, that is. And, of course, as you folks can see, it is, of course, still snowing here yet. We're still in December 1st here. We are getting later towards the evening here. Still snowing, and we have snow on the ground here as well, finally. We're going to turn you on. Turn off the record mode here. And you need to actually go to rail silo, not back to field 48. And hopefully you actually unload. That is sometimes seems like a bit of an issue when you're taking a partial trailer down there, everyone. Sometimes auto drive's like, no, we'll just make a round trip, come right back. You don't need to actually unload, do you? Yes, I actually want you to unload. Oh, another truck there. Okay, well, I don't think we need this truck here at the moment because these two trucks will probably take care of most of the dry corn we have here. Yeah, there's 3,000 bushel. Almost, yeah, 3,500 almost. I think we had, what, 7,000 in here? So we put another 3,500 in this one, and that will pretty much empty out the dry corn that the grain dryer has. Yeah, 617 bushel left. We still have a good 6,000 left in there, though. And as a reminder, by the way, what is in this silo system here, everyone, does not show up in the time-saving stock check. I don't know if once it's dry, if it does or not. I think... No, it must have, because we took out... Yeah, I think we had like 1,300,000 liters before, right? Now it's only showing 1,100,000. So I'm fairly certain once it's dry, it shows up. Just the corn, the non-dry corn, does not show up, if that makes sense. So... And yeah, I don't know why this thing's taking so long. Wow. Seems like that is taking quite a while, because it was back in October... October we dried the corn, right? Pretty sure it was October. So yeah, why that's taking so long, I don't know. Like typical production, though. As I've said before, when I think Giants really missed it on the productions here. Well, an additional option I think that would have really helped everyone. Maybe not necessarily missed it so much, but an additional option that they maybe missed that I think would have really been beneficial, and that is the possibility to upgrade your production. So again, like the grain dryer here, you know, maybe throw $100,000 at it, and now it's twice as fast. Throw another $500,000 at it, now it's 4 times as fast, or you know, something like that, right, Evan? That type of thing. So, but oh well, not an option, unfortunately. Anyway, like I said, we're going to go around the map here. We'll check things out. Look at all the equipment we've used here over this series. And then hopefully by then, too, we'll have some of that dry corn transported down there. Maybe once that corn is transported, maybe what I'll do is I'll skip some time here, too, just see if we can get the rest of the corn dry, just so we get a little bit more of an accurate number on that. Oh, there's our other grain cart down here. Yep, we never brought them over to the soybean harvest. We were just using the John Deere's. One with the Demco and one with the Brent grain cart here. So anyway, let's just, we'll just start tabbing through the equipment, everyone. For those who've ever seen any, like, series finale that I do, this is typically what we do, everyone. We just go around, look at some hours on some equipment. Wow, a whole whopping 0. And just, yeah, kind of some of the equipment we maybe haven't used in a while here either. Speaking of equipment we haven't used, this actually came with the map. And as a reminder, way back 115 episodes ago, everyone, I sold almost all the starter equipment that came with this map, with the exception of this piece right here. I kept this one. I thought maybe we'd use it. Well, you know where that ended up, everyone. 0.0 hours. Okay. Anyway, moving on to the next one, our big tractor. Oh, and a reminder, too, by the way, when we started this series, we took all the equipment from our previous map, almost, and brought it over here. I left a few pieces behind on our previous map I didn't think we'd use, which, if you remember way back when we started this map, Evan, a couple of the pieces I left behind, like, yeah, I won't need that, I won't need that, I won't need this. We ended up buying most of it back anyway, because, like, you know what, I kind of do want that or this and whatnot. So, anyway, our Fendt 1167, I know, wrong color green. Sore subject. Come on, we don't need any of that stuff. Anyway, and then our Demco 1300 grain cart here as well. Cool thing about these, Evan. Oh, I like this. Oh, do I have to open? No, okay. There it is. I don't have to turn the tractor on. I was going to say, you watch, Evan, it's going to make me turn the tractor on just to open the tarp. And we'll just close that again. We don't really need to be opening that, but that is a really cool feature on those Demco carts there, if you ask me. And what do we have? 52.7 hours on this tractor, so not too shabby, Evan. 50 hours. So that's the one to beat here so far. 32 hours on this tractor, another tractor I believe we took with us here. The John Deere 9620. Looks like the dirt texture. It looks a little interesting. Our RDAllen roller here, by the way, on the back. I don't not much to say about that one. It works. It's a roller. Triple tires on this John Deere. Oh, and again, when I say 9620, I mean this is the older 9620, not the R model 9620R. This is just 9620. Oh, yes, and our good old Kubota M8 201. Oh, 67 hours on this tractor. I mean, oh, this is the tractor to beat now one. I know a couple of you folks asked and kind of curious to see what our highest hour tractors are. We'll kind of try to keep an eye on that and see what we end up with here. So 67.2 hours on this tractor. And we haven't actually, well, actually, no, I changed that. I think we have used this tractor lately. I've been using it a lot for the weeding and stuff like that, right? I know back when we first started the series, I think we used it a lot for like rock picking and stuff like that. Which, as a reminder, when we started this series, I started the series with crop destruction turned on. It is still turned on. We also started this series with rocks turned on. Suffice to say, that is no longer on because, wow, yeah, rocks have absolutely horrible. I think it is safe to say I will never ever play with rocks turned on here again in Farming Simulator 22. Maybe when Giants releases a future version of Farming Simulator, maybe we'll have to reevaluate then, but at least for Farming Simulator 22, unless something drastically changes, Evan, I will never play with rocks turned on again. And I'm going to guess that's probably some of you folks watching probably share the same sentiments as me on that one. One of our John Deere 4940s. The other one's right next to it there. We got a dry box. We also have a lime box for it as well. This is the lime box. Okay. And we got a fertilizer box for it. I guess I was thinking the silver one was the fertilizer or the lime box, but nope. The painted one here is our lime box. And then I think it's supposed to be like galvanized or something like that, right? That is our fertilizer box. Oh, I thought I was going to go to the next 4940. Nope. One of our trucks. Again, we took that from the last map, Evan. We got 2 red ones and 2 white ones, all Mac. Actually, we might have more than that now. But at the very least, Evan, this is kind of what I started with here. We started with 2 red trucks, 2 red trailers, then 2 white trucks and 2 white trailers. And then a little bit of a learning experience on this map. Normally, I'm not a fan of the steerable axles on the back of trucks. But in this case, Evan, we're actually using it because some tight quarters in this map to get around, getting in fields and stuff like that. So that steerable axle actually comes in handy. Also, we're using the single hopper version of this trailer oven. Just a lot more course play and auto drive friendly. Speaking of auto drive, we really didn't use it a whole lot other than for driving back and forth on this map, Evan. We mainly stuck with course play for doing the field work here this time around, which didn't work out so well at the end there, Evan, as you folks probably seen. This truck's empty as well. Okay, we might just end up sleeping through the night here just so we can skip some time, Evan. Hey, there's our white truck. Yep, there's our next white truck. And the combine we started with, Evan, 93.5 hours. Oh, there we go, Evan. So the combine has 93.5. Our tractor's at 67, so 93.5 hours on that combine. Like, do the math, Evan. I'm trying to do the math in my head. That is, what, about 8 real-life days? Not quite. I mean, not quite 8 real-life. No, wait a minute. I'm going to do one too many. That's 3.5, right? Almost 4. I'll just say almost 4. Almost 4, like, full, like, non-stop, 24 hours a day of running this combine, if you think about that. Wow, that's a lot of hours on this combine. I know real life it's not so much, but in the game, you have 93.5 hours. Well, that's the 93.5 hours I won't get back. Okay, then. Yeah, one of our trucks with the Thunder Creek fuel. Oh, you know what? And before we back to the combine, everyone, the HD50F draper head. These are the flexing models here, or I think they call them articulating models. I think that is the word they use for it, though not maybe quite technically right on the articulated. Yep, another one of our trucks, Evan. I think we've got like 3 of these trucks here at this point. Yes, and here's our other 4940. This one has the liquid boom on it. So yeah, liquid fertilizer, herbicide, or whatever we might need to spray with that. Actually, you know what? I think we've got 2 of these here as well, if I remember correctly, Evan. We got one for liquid fertilizer and one for herbicide. Oh, and then one of our first John Deere 9RXs. This is the 9570. You can see 2 high-speed discs behind it here, along with our rock picker, our OP rock picker. which is when I got this, Evan, very shortly thereafter, I ended up turning rocks off because, well, as you folks know, I don't like using OP equipment a whole lot if I don't have to. But with rocks, it kind of forces your hand too. So it's like, well, either we use OP equipment or we just turn the rocks off, which the rocks are annoying anyway, so they got turned off. Ah, yes, the John Deere 8R 340. John Deere 8R 340 pulling... Is this a weeder? Don't remember what this one is here. Horse... Yeah, I'm going to say that's probably the weeder, I think, everyone. Oh, yes, our other Fendt. Our Fendt 1042. Triples on the back, by the way. I mean, at least it's got something going for it, right, Evan? Yeah, it's wrong color green, so at least we got triples, you know, so it's got a little something to entice it, maybe. Maybe? Nah, maybe not. Our, let's see, this one is our planting tender. So we have seed and then liquid fertilizer on this particular trailer here. And what truck is this here? Oh, this is the Volvo. The Volvo truck with triples. Or triple axles, anyway. Hey, and there's our other combine, Evan. Our John Deere, another John Deere X9 1100. Both of them are John Deere X9 1100s, by the way. 50.9 hours on this combine. So, yeah, what do we have here? 50 hours on this one, and it was 93 on this one? It's almost 150 hours total of it. Not quite, but almost 150 hours total between our combines there. Wow. Oh, yes, and I won't turn this truck on. This is the loud, obnoxious... Oh, no, never mind. This is not the loud, obnoxious truck. Yep, this is another Mack truck, the in-game one. This is our convey all for hauling lime with. A modified version that hauls lime, by the way. Looks like it's actually empty at the moment. So, anyway. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, another Mack truck for hauling bales. Apparently, those are still sitting there yet. Oh, well. John Deere 9RX 640. Yep, 640 here. Pulling our John Deere air seeder and the tank along with it. And then somewhere over here, we also have, yep, there it is over there, a liquid tank that goes behind the setup as well. Made some pretty good use of that. Another John Deere 9RX 640 pulling our Brent Avalanche grain cart. This is probably the newest piece of equipment, I believe, on the farm. Oh, you know what? And I was not checking hours. Let me go back here, everyone. Hours. 50. 9.5. Yeah, I wouldn't expect there to be a whole lot on the trucks. 34.3 on this tractor, everyone. Boy, if I had time for it, everyone, I'd be kind of curious just to, you know, go through all the equipment and add up the hours, right? I don't think there's a stat for that anywhere, so 26.5 on that one. Yeah, 0.2. Wow, 0.2, really? Yeah. What is that there? Oh, corn head. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of corn head, by the way, or actually not the corn head, the draper heads. We do have trailers for them, but then we ended up using these flatbeds, Evan. These work much better because those draper heads have a bit of a problem. They like to wander off on you. So if you put them on this trailer, lock them down, then they stay put. Oh, this is the loud obnoxious. Yeah, I won't turn that one on, Evan. Oh, another one of our pickup trucks. Yep, pulling one of the original header trailers that, like I said, have a bit of a wandering problem. Another flat deck. I think this one is also for headers. Yes, our Case 620 quad track, along with, I think this is a chisel plow or a cultivator, something like that. Not sure, whatever's behind it. Case Tigermate. Yep, Case Tigermate 25.5. Oh, our plant tractor, John Deere 9RX 490. Has a liquid tank behind it. We have never actually ended up using this particular liquid tank, everyone. I forget what I was trying to do with this one here again. I think I was going to pull it behind. I don't know if it was the DB120 or another one of the planters, everyone. That just never ended up working out. And actually, there's 0.3 hours on this tractor. Wow. John Deere 8RX 410. This actually was the tractor we used to plant with here as far as the John Deere DB120. So, I mean, we did some other planting with it as well, but 8.8 hours on this tractor. Pulling a John Deere DB120, which that's a big planter one, so... Our little air seeder here. Little John Deere air seeder. Another John Deere 8RX 410. Pulling our Demco grain cart. Again, these have the cool rolling tarp that opens. I wouldn't mind seeing that on everything, to be honest, Evan. I think that is pretty cool. Oh, and we're back to the beginning already. Okay, well, let's... I know we got a bunch more equipment sitting. Actually, let's... You just need to get off the road here a minute. Let's fix this here a minute. Maybe we'll skip some time here real quick, too, Evan, just to see once. If we can get the rest of the corn dry so we can check our time-saving stock check here. Here I was thinking this might be a little bit of a shorter episode of it, but just going through the equipment here so far, we're already up to 20 minutes. Plus, we're working on selling some, or not selling, but hauling some crop here. You know what, we might as well sleep here real quick a minute. I think we're ready, right? Shouldn't be a problem. Sleeping. No? Oh, I'm in the track, that's why. Try it again. There we go. Now we're sleeping. And then we'll come back. We'll look at the equipment that's over here, everyone. Like I said, we got some stuff that's not hooked up here at the moment. So what do we have? The Kubota? I think the Kubota was the highest hour tractor. I'm kind of surprised by that one. Although, maybe I shouldn't say that one. Maybe I'm not surprised by that because we used that tractor a lot for weeding. And we had a little, was it 9-meter weeder or something like that, Evan? So when you're out weeding some of these fields, I mean, it takes a long while. That's why we finally upgraded to this behemoth here. Anyway, this is a Wilrich 2530. I think this was... Is this a chisel plow or a cultivator? I don't remember again, Evan. I know we got one of each. I forget which one's which. Little seed tender. Didn't really use that one much. There's our herbicide spray booms. Slurry tanker back there. We used that, I think, like once or twice or something like that. That was about it. You know, again, as I said before, I mean, there's never enough slurry to do anything with. So, like, which actually at this point we might actually have enough. We do have pigs too, by the way. They are still alive yet. It is actually almost full on slurry. Almost full. Or maybe that is considered full. I don't know, but yeah. Pigs are looking good. They're still alive yet. John Deere DB120, kind of mentioned that one already. Our big 48-row planter. Yeah, we mentioned you already. This is just a roller, if I remember correctly. I think it counts as a roller. Although technically in real life, you'd pull that behind like a cultivator or something like that. Just level out the ground a little bit. Our original planter for the game, Evan. The John Deere 1775 NT. Planted a lot of fields with that. Wasn't until, was it the past year or the past 2 years? I forget exactly, Evan, that we had the John Deere DB120. Oh, yes. The rock picker. Moving on. High-speed discs. Talked about those already. Okay, let's get into the shed here. I know we got a couple more pieces over here as well. I think we talked... Oh, baler. Yeah, we got the old Fendt baler here, everyone. Did a lot of baling back in the day when we started this map. Haven't done quite so much here lately. Speed up time a little bit just so it's light outside if we could. There we go. I like that better. Inside the shed, yep, just got a little bit more equipment here. We got our original stone picker. That worked okay for some of the smaller fields, I suppose, which actually we used the Kubota for that as well. And so, again, that probably explains why the Kubota has so much for hours on it. This is the, was it salt spreader, I think, for getting rid of snow? Garbage. Oh, yes, our original weeder. Like I said, I think it's like 9 meters wide or something like that, one. What's special about this, though, is it lets us remove the larger weeds, too, if we need to. This is... Oh, Burgo. This is the cultivator. So that means the Wilrich must have been the plow, I think. So, yeah, this is our cultivator here. The Wilrich. Or not Wilrich. The Burgo is here. And another pickup truck. And, of course, our right here. I think that's actually about it, isn't it? I guess so. Of course, we put down a... refill system over here for seed, fertilizer, all that good stuff. And then over on our other yard here, this is where I have the other silo system. Although, once I put this down oven, I ended up not using it a whole lot here because, again, we just started transporting everything right to the rail silo oven. Again, the rail silo basically has the best price all the time. So there's really no need to go anywhere else. So rather than transporting in the middle of winter down to whatever sell point, it's like, you know what, might as well just take it straight to the rail silo. That's where we're going to be selling it at. So never actually, well, I shouldn't say never. I think we have used it a little bit, but we haven't used this very much, everyone. Put it down and it's, add a little bit of crop in it, and that was about it. Speaking of crop, by the way, how's our grain dryer looking here? Are we almost done? There we go. We're almost done. Not quite. Oh, is it in the, put it in the trailer? Oh, maybe they hauled it off already. Let's speed up time here just a little bit a minute then, everyone. Let's see if we can finish up the last 1,000 bushel here. Faster, yep. 380. 100. But that's about it. Nope, not quite. Okay, that's gotta be about it, I bet. Really? Come on. It's just not gonna process that last little bit. Looks like it's just not going to process that last little, like, 0.1 bushel. Okay, whatever. Doesn't really matter, right? Okay, we'll let auto drive transport that down before we go check the time-saving stock check. In the trailers there, it won't show up there. So anyway, before we go check that, let's go check our stats page of one. And when I say stats page, I'm not talking the time saving. We're going to go look at this one here. All our worked acres and sprayed acres and all that good stuff. And then hopefully by then, everyone... the corn will have been delivered. So anyway, worked acres, or hectares actually, worked hectares, Evan. We are looking at just shy of 9,000 worked hectares. Wow, Evan, my goodness. Curious, in the comments, Evan, any of you folks out there watching, like, how many hectares have you worked in a save game before? Let me know. I'm very, very curious, Evan. Yeah, curious to see what some of you folks have done. Cultivated hectares, 1,000. Plowed 3. Wow, not very many plowed hectares. Interesting. Sown 1,600. Sprayed 5,000. That's probably fertilizer too, I'm guessing, right? That's probably why that number's so high. Possibly lime as well. So that's contributing to like half of our worked hectares there. Harvested. We've harvested 1,982 hectares. I'm sorry. Again, hectares. I keep wanting to say acres, but more than what we planted, which, yeah, that probably makes sense, Evan, because when we bought the fields, we probably harvested what was on them. So apparently to the tune of almost 400 hectares. Doesn't sound quite right, but okay. How did we harvest plant 1,600 and harvest almost 2,000? I don't think our fields equal up to 408 hectares, do they? Oh, maybe they do have one. Doesn't seem like it, but... work time, 151. I'm not sure what the work time in there is then. Cultivation time, 15 hours. Plow time, 9 hours. Well, not very much. Sowing time, 26. Sprayed time, 48. Harvesting time, 98. Well, that can't be right, Evan. Our combine has... Well, I guess maybe it is. Our combine has 93 hours on it. And our other combine has 50. That doesn't make sense, Evan, because... I mean, yes, sometimes, Evan, I'm running both combines, but there's quite frequently where I was not running both combines. So, I don't know. Maybe does that make sense? Maybe it does. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, driving distance, we got 1,000 miles. Not really that many. I don't think, anyway. We used 68,000 liters of fuel. We used 239,000, is that liters? Yep, liters of seed. Oh boy, what is this? 1.7 million liters of fertilizer. I don't know if that includes lime too, probably. We produced 2,104 bales, and we've played on this map for a total of 535 hours, Evan, which is what makes me say that these numbers don't add up exactly. No idea. Yeah, again, you know, combine 93 plus we got the 50. Again, some of that is both combines were running at the same time, but not all of it was, though, either, everyone. So, okay, is that other corn delivered yet? Probably not quite. Oh, maybe they're down there. If I'm not mistaken, this one's actually heading back. So, yeah. This one's still on its way yet, though. Okay, so we gotta wait for this one to finish delivering. We'll go check the time saving stock check. Great mod, by the way. Highly recommend you folks checking that one out if you haven't seen that already. It basically lists all the crops you have stored in your silos and then tells you where and what is the best price to sell them at, right? And what time of year as well, right? So, yeah, very, very handy, Evan. Definitely a mod worth having. That is for sure. Again, sorry for any console users. I'm sure that mod's not available on the console, but at least for the PC players watching, that is definitely a need to get mod, in my opinion. Again, that is the time-saving stock check. Wow, why is this truck taking so much longer than the other one? Oh, you know what? Yeah, because we had to wait for him to fill up. That's why. Could pause the video, but he's almost there. So we'll just keep recording here. I think he's almost there anyway, isn't he? No, maybe not. Well, no, we're right there. So we're almost there. Well, let's see. Anything else to note while we're looking at the map here, everyone? For those who haven't seen, fields we own here. Fields 43, 44, 45. We got 47 and 48. We also got 41 and 42, and then 27 and 28. So we own quite a few fields here. Again, I don't think it equals up to the 400 or so. You know, area, what does it actually say? Oh, there we go. Oh, maybe we do. No, that's 95 acres, though. It's not going to tell me hectares. 22 acres. At least I think this is acres, or is it hectares? Okay, yeah, up here it's saying hectares. Down here it's saying acres. So hectares, that one we got 38, 36, 8. So probably somewhere, 100, 150 hectares. Yeah, I'm not sure where we get the disconnect there between the planted and the harvested acres, but okay, we're unloading the corn here. Let this unload here a minute, and this should be everything, I think, everyone. That is in the train station here then. Again, all the crops we harvested here this past few episodes, everyone, have been transported down here at this point. And, you know, I guess, you know, if we wanted to, we could skip to January and at least sell the crops that couldn't be sold then. Again, we'd have to go all the way to like July, though, to sell the soybeans. So, unless we wanted to sell them now and not get very good money for them, which I don't really want to do that. So, if I'm going to sell them, I want to get the good price, right? Okay, real quick, Evan, let's check this out, and then we'll wrap it up here this episode. Oh, we got some money sitting, Evan. We got some money sitting here. So, wheat, we're looking at $2 million. We can sell that in January. Oats, we're looking at $400,000. Also sold in January. Sunflowers, yeah, I knew there was another one. March for this one. Only $475,000. I think we only had one field of each of these, if I remember correctly. Soybeans, we're sitting at $1.8 million. Not really that much, Evan. And again, because we harvested a lot of the soybeans in the snow, everyone, we lost a significant portion. So, and as I kind of discussed there, I don't think there was much we could do about that, other than, which felt a little bit cheaty to me, turn off the snow. We could have done that, Evan, but like I said, felt a little cheatish to me to do that. And then finally, we have dry corn sitting at $4.3 million, Evan. That is our big winner here this time around. Just a guess, Evan, but I think the soybeans probably would have won if it wasn't for the snow destroying our yield. I bet we would have probably easily doubled this number, if not more. I know last year, I think again, Evan, we sold like $6 million worth of soybeans last year, so just to give you folks an idea. Definitely make some money from soybeans. Although, real quick before we wrap this series up, Evan, I got to mention, people have taken the time to do the numbers on these, and soybeans is not the highest paying crop. Corn actually will pay more per acre. Just soybeans, it's easy to harvest. Plus, I like harvesting soybeans. So anyway, on that note, Evan, I think with that, we're going to wrap this series up here. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Don't forget to stay tuned here again for next week, Evan. Make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications turned on. And we'll be starting a brand new map here next week. I've already mentioned what that is, so I won't bother mentioning it again. So, yeah, just stay tuned for that. Again, Evan, thanks for watching. If you folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Love hearing some of you folks' stats as well. You know, how many hours you have in your tractors, how much work time you have, stuff like that. I always find that stuff fascinating. So, till next time, everyone.